Devo, my beautiful Africa lovers, welcome to today's video. I'm happy to be here with you again. And today's topic is my experience in an intercultural relationship. A quick pre-story to this, how I had the idea to do this. Yesterday morning, I got a random request on Facebook from an Austrian radio station, and they asked me for an interview about to do the driving license in Austria. Not my most exciting topic to talk about, but I was like, okay, let me do it. The lady and I, after the interview, we had such a beautiful and inspiring conversation. Since we talked about driving in Austria and getting the driving license, of course I had to tell her that my husband is from Nigeria and the way people drive in Nigeria, and that I'm impressed because of like not so many rules, but people are still like coping and pushing forward to go where they want to go. And afterwards we had such a beautiful conversation about like intercultural relationships, and she also has friends like who adopted 2 kids from South Africa. And I told her that I want to do some videos also about different topics on YouTube, and I asked her for interview tips, and she actually said that since I have this kind of interesting background in my relationship, why don't I do like videos about my relationship? People might be interested in that, and that's what led to today's video. So let's jump in. My husband and I, we met online. Maybe the classic story nowadays. Not really romantic. I was living at my mom's place again because I just moved out from the place I lived in, and I was looking for a new flat. And I just came out from a relationship that was not really, the ending was not really beautiful, and I was like tired of relationships. I didn't want to have any relationship at this time. I just wanted to talk to different people, to get to know other cultures. So I just typed into Google American chat. I was like, let me talk to somebody from America. I registered there, and the chat location was Vienna, and I was like, okay, since this exists for Vienna also, let me try this. Then my husband wrote to me within this like some hours the same evening, and the problem was there that the pictures were so small and I could not open it. I just saw his like face very like not clear and not in a big frame, but still I did not like him. I was like, yeah, this guy is not not looking like someone I would date. But still I was like, yeah, let me just talk to him. Maybe we can talk about culture and his country and language and we started talking, and the conversation was really nice, of course. And we added each other on Facebook. We kept writing, I think, for 2 weeks before we met. Then the day came where we met. We met in front of a shopping center. I was there already, it was winter. He was walking towards me, then he gave me his hand to shake me, and he said, hello, my name is Lights. And I was like, oh my god. My knees started shaking, and I just got this flash of, this is my husband. I was like, this cannot be true. And yeah, now today we are married and happy. The funniest or cutest word in my partner's language, which is Igbo. There are many funny expressions, but like one of the first words I learned is ncha, which means soap. And I mean, this sounds like, did I marry a Chinese person? Ncha. It doesn't sound like Igbo. Sorry, bros and sisters. And there's also this Nigerian English, which is called Pidgin. And this language is so funny. I read that it was supposed to be an easy way to communicate during slavery time, I think, and also at the harbor sites, so that people could communicate easily. But the language is somehow, they put like extra words in between the sentences, like I de go Vienna, I'm going to Vienna. Why can't you leave that day? What is it supposed to be? Yeah, I find it funny. And what Nigerians also do is they put O after every sentence, like I'm hungry, oh, I'm coming, oh. Like, what is this? If there is a cultural thing that my husband does that I don't like, I beg. African time. We Austrians, we are very punctual. Like, if we are going to meet by 3, I'm there 10 minutes before 3. My husband, if you want to meet somebody by 3, he will go out maybe by 3 and be there by 3:30. It doesn't work. It does not work in Austria. It might work in Nigeria, for example. I have been there, I have seen it, it works there. For example, in Nigeria, I have experienced that there is always somebody at home. Like, the families are big and they are living together, and if I want to meet my friend, she will not be at home, but her auntie will be at home, her sister, mother. There's always someone who opens the door, who welcomes you, who serves something for you while you wait for the person. This is how it works in Nigeria. In Austria, we are not that close with families. We, like, if you want to come to my house, I have to be at my house. I cannot come like 1 hour later and not even inform you. That's the next thing, but let's keep this for another day. Another weird thing for me: how can you eat rice for breakfast, lunch and dinner? My friend, there is bread, there is cheese, eggs for breakfast with coffee or tea or a hot chocolate. But why would you start eating a meal for lunch or dinner in the morning? Like, no, that's not for me. One food that I love from my partner's country. Are you serious? One only? I cannot answer this question, no be possible, because I love Nigerian food. I mentioned it in many of my videos. Okra, egusi, akara, fufu curry, moi moi, so many things. The fruits, everything. Plantain. Okay, I think you get it. One weird thing that they eat. How can you eat stomach? I mean, in Austria, like the old people, they also eat like parts from inside the body of animals. My granny, for example, she eats brain. Yeah, but stomach, it looks not so delicious to me. Let's keep it like that. Did we ever have a cultural miscommunication, argument, or a funny misunderstanding? Every day, my friends, every day. For example, I mentioned something similar earlier, but for example, if we want to go out and I will tell my husband we are going to meet at this place by 5. That means we are going to be there at 5, not we are going to leave the house at 5. This has caused us problems really, really often. And another funny thing that is for me really like not so pleasing. Igbo people, they have so many proverbs. My husband talks in proverbs, and till date I don't know many of them. I find them beautiful to read, and there is one page on Instagram where they post proverbs and also the meaning. But if we have a normal conversation and you talk to me in proverbs, I'm always so confused. Like, Abeg, talk to me straight, you know? We Austrians, we are straight people. If I don't like something, for example, if I'm invited to a friend's place and the parents cook food, I will say, I'm sorry, the food is good or delicious, but it's not my taste. Nobody will have a problem with this. Tell this in Nigeria. Voila day. When I met my husband's family, was there anything strange? Actually, yes. My husband has 3 siblings, 2 sisters and 1 brother. When I first came to Nigeria to our house, it was in the city, my husband's brother was there. He's just like 2 or 3 years younger than me, and he didn't talk to me. I was so nervous and excited to finally meet my husband's siblings and his family, and he simply did not talk to me, and I was like, what is this? What is going on? Did I do anything or what? But later I learned that this is kind of a respectful thing, that because I'm older, I'm the big brother's wife, maybe I'm the first one to talk to him. Nigerians, and I can particularly talk about the Igbos, they are so polite people, and that's the one thing I really appreciate. Maybe in the beginning it's a little bit a process to learn, to understand the politeness, but I prefer it this way than the opposite. The best thing about an intercultural relationship, there are many actually. I experience new things every day, every year, and I easily get bored in relationships, and with an intercultural relationship I'm challenged every day, and this forces me to grow every day, and this is what I like about this relationship also. Then of course the language aspect. My partner, and then in future my family, is my biggest motivation to learn a language, because I want to understand the things that are spoken at home. And I mentioned it in another video as well, it's simply so beautiful that you have more languages spoken at home. What is also beautiful is you get to live in a world that you did not know existed before, and yeah, simply many things to discover. And I learn a lot from my husband. He, as a person, and also his culture, to me is so wise that I'm just stunned like every day, and I learn so many things. That was the question part, my Africa lovers. Let me tell you, my DMs, especially on Instagram, they are full with requests of people. Please, can you help me to find a European partner? Please, can you help me to find a lady? My friends, I'm not a matchmaker. I don't have any database with people that I can like match with you. Maybe I should start it. No. So if I found one website while I prepared this video, it's called International Cupid, I think to pronounce it, internationalcupid.com. It's an international dating website where you can register for free. You can also choose your location, and yeah, maybe you just choose the location where you want to find someone from, or just try it out how it works. I did not register because I'm married already, and Ainonidam. For the end, I have 2 tips for you. First tip I have for like beginners of an intercultural relationship is ask yourself what things, what values are important to you that are not important to your partner. Maybe you have recognized it already and maybe it's upsetting you, and if you like are conscious about this, you can talk to your partner about it and tell him or her that this is important to you. For example, one thing about my husband and I, Austrians are very talking calming. You have recognized it and gave me the feedback also in my videos that like talking more calmly and that you people like it. And I have experienced that Nigerians are more lively and more active in talking. My husband, when he talks, especially on the phone, he will use gestures and things. I actually like it a lot, but sometimes if I want quietness in the house, it can also be a little bit not so pleasing. So simply talk about it. And the second thing is understand your love language. Understand yours and understand your partner's. For example, my husband is a person, he likes to care, he shows his love through caring, like through doing things for me, and I'm the person, of course I care as well, but I show my love physically, like by holding his hand or hugging him during the day. And the second thing, how I show my love is through presents. But sometimes the other person might not be aware of the fact that this is how you show your love. And to talk about it can change some things. I have experienced it myself. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video and give me feedback if you learned something from it, if you got a new idea, or if you simply have tips for me to improve something. Thank you for watching and stay blessed. Love, Ela.